Welcome everyone, day 2 of vibe coding till I hit 1 million in revenue. As you can see, we have a new bar to show how far along I've gotten, which is 0. Bit unfortunate, but you have to start somewhere, right? I am slinging 2 laptops right now because I was doing some work at a particular location, and by the way, I was using Peon Ping, and it's what notifies me on my laptop that things are done. So you might have heard the StarCraft 2 Battle Cruiser notification. You know, I love the Peon. SCV is also pretty good. But yeah, that's what I've been doing overall. I think that you might be hearing double because of my headphones. But yeah, that was super fun. Hopefully the audio wasn't too messed up at the start. If it is, my apologies, but this is a live stream, so we're doing it live. So yeah. What the heck is going on here? What's wrong? Boop, 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 boop. Ship. So I tried to unify all of my skills, and I think they're both skills now, right? But one of them is like Claude.mds versus agents.mds or something like that. So I just wanted to make sure that those were split apart in how those are dealt with, and be able to track them from my local desktop with my laptop, right? And so let's see, is this done? Yeah, I think they are all done. I'm going to try to get the skills online here, because some of them are just the things that I was doing naturally, just actually putting skills to them so that we can just use / command instead of me typing it out a lot. Because honestly, most of the work pretty repetitive, which is half of what Bismarck AI is trying to identify and support. So, I want to get the sync skill here. So I have run, ship, deploy, and sync. So deploy is specific to Bismarck because that one is on AWS, and I need to get that up and running. Metternich, which I don't think we've talked about yet, is a highly customizable AI-first game engine. So instead of Unity and Unreal being human-first, right, game engines, which are now having AI features kind of poured on top, what I want to do with the Metternich engine is to allow for AI agents to be first class. That everything, every UI element, every UX workflow that needs to happen in the game engine can be operated by an AI agent. So maybe it's Claude, maybe it's, GPT. We'll probably be exposing a service which I call Moltke, right? Following some themes here. Moltke, which is the agent orchestration tool. So being able to expose that as either an SDK or an API that Metternich, the Metternich engine can use in order to, orchestrate the game development process, right? So those are mostly coding agents, some image generation agents, stuff that I think has some overlap. There might be some minor things that exist more on Metternich, like music, for example, QA, heavy QA, and what was the third one? I've totally forgotten. But yeah, there's certain things there. Also, this is the first time that I had to heap dump. I guess over time it accrues a lot, so great that they have that command. Yeah, I'll do fix the issues on the branch and then merge. So let's create a plan for that. While it's working on that, I'll continue on with the Metternich engine. So not just the fact that I'm focusing on, like, it needs to be AI first. Yes, there will be an editor. I call it a studio, right? That, it's your traditional experience, right? It has the little game viewport and a bunch of different panels along the sides, right? But I often find that different game developers are bogged down with so many tools that are in Unreal, in Unity, everything across the board, that, those tools are incredibly powerful for people who know how to use them and have used them for a long time, but then there's a lot of extra baggage, right, that these game engines have. And so trying to update Unreal Engine or package it or work with it, there's just so much boilerplate and bloat, right? It slows down my computer. It's really hard to run a lot of the time. So part of the thing with Metternich was for me to think about how I can streamline different parts of the engine, right? If I'm building a game that needs X, Y, and Z thing, I'm only going to grab the parts of the engine that contribute to building X, Y, and Z thing. You might see that in something like RPG Maker, right? And I know that I have it in my spec, like a more concrete example, but let's just think about like, hey, I'm building a 3D game or a 2D game, then I don't need any of the 3D based features, right? If I'm building a game that has 8-bit music, I maybe don't need a full rich music library, right? And to overwhelm, a new engineer or a new game developer with all these different features, what we can do is, and what I'm trying to do on the marketing website is to just brain dump like this is what I'm anticipating the game is going to be like, and for the website to be able to say, yeah, you want this package, this package, this package, and this package to do these things inside of your game, and here's your custom bundle that you're going to use. And the Metternich engine is web first, so all you're going to do is just pop into your online editor, and it's going to be run inside of a cloud environment, something that I'm getting increasingly better at with Bismarck AI, and just trying to have a what would be a good analogy? Cloud9, if you remember that in AWS. Like there's a bunch of these different tool sets out there that are like cloud-based coding environments, and so yeah, I just wanted to be able to provide that. But for the game development community, this is not specifically the thing that what is it, Google Stadia? This is not a Google Stadia thing. The games are going to be able to run local. At least that's the plan. Okay. And we're pretty much going to ask again. Yeah, evaluate the PR, and if you approve it, merge it. Cool there. These didn't sound like crazy things that needed to be fixed, so I assume that... okay, cool. Then... okay, the branch has already been eliminated, so great. Let me just see here if I close out of Claude. If I go into Claude again, can I do / sync? Okay. Oh, right. Can you create the sim links to the new skills for Claude code to use? Also, codecs, I guess. I know that I have a script to run. I've totally forgotten what the script is. So, could run something.sh, but whatever. I'll just have Claude handle it. Yeah. So the Metternich engine, just highly configurable engine to basically only get the things that you need to do your operation. And if you need more, you can pull out packages and put them back in. Kind of inspired by ShadCN UI to an extent, with the highly configurable, not just UI in the studio, but functionality. The only thing is that, what I'm providing isn't open source. It's going to be my own custom tool set, but there can be a plugin marketplace in the future where people can submit their own, and people can choose to have those be open source tools or paid products. I always feel for OSS engineers, and so really want to try to push more people to reasonably monetize things. So that's kind of my thing, but I'm sure there are plenty of people who probably disagree for those types of things. So I'll be interested to see. The game music was way too loud, or it was game music, but the music in the last live stream was way too loud at some points. So I've turned it down. Hopefully that makes it a little bit better and tolerable. Also, it's Pokemon Emerald, so like the music was always pretty chill there anyways. So once the sim links are done, I'll be able to just pull in sync. So you should have a full understanding of the two projects. One is just full AI orchestration, trying to code stuff. This one is specifically for game engines. And, you know, gamification, and not just gamification, but game first work, right? Being able to do work based off of video games that we're playing is a huge thesis of mine. I see it on Twitter all the time of people creating creative video game-like interfaces for them to do stuff. Honestly, I play Paradox games, right? Like EU5 and Hoi 4, Victoria 2 back in the day, right? Like, I am well versed in, like, Spreadsheet Simulator the game. Okay, why can't Spreadsheet Simulator the game be, via AI, mapped to real-world work that I need to do? But it's just in a video game interface, right? That, can't we make the Kanban, you know, for Scrum Masters, something, you know, some form of interesting video game that people will feel engaged to do, and with an AI agent-based system, maybe not creating like a game for every single day, but like, hey, here's your library of different games that you can choose based off of which, you know, what you're feeling that day, right? Whatever genre. Yeah, yes, that sounds good. I'm not sure for Codex. Investigate for me. Codex is the I'm in Claude jail because I've used up all my usage, which, let me look at this real quick. I'm at 59%. We're going to have to really hustle to get the money's worth out of it. So, yeah. Yeah. So, I just want to test the skills. That's why I could just ask it to, you know, call from GitHub or whatever, but pull from GitHub. But just want to try the new skills. Now, what was this guy yelling at me about? Oh, okay. Ah, crap. Yeah, so I'm also working on loadout works over here.
Identify yourself.
Ah! I think it's glitched out on one of my things. Oh my lord. Yeah, it keeps going into plan mode and then escaping. So what I'm going to do is just kill this one then. Weird. Little bug in Claude Code there that it just kept looping plan mode. So I wonder if any of the skills are defective. Well, we'll test it live. You'll get to see me fix it, and we obviously have the repo here to work on that. Cool. After this, I think we'll just skip to Mario Kart music. So I'll probably stream until 10, so got about an hour and a half. So obviously 35 minutes, not enough. Okay, cool. Boop, 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 boop. Cloud Code Symlink is working. Let's investigate that. So if I clear out of this, do Claude, clear out of this, I'll just do Claude again. Can I do /sync? There we go. Why can't I go down? Why is my down arrow keys not working? Oh, it is. Why are the top two not? That's weird. Okay. Great. Alright, sync seems to work fine. Next we're going to do run step, I think. Run step. That's super weird. I think that's a visual bug. Uh-oh. Changes were stashed before pull, but stash pop had conflicts, merge conflict. Okay. Please fix the merge conflict. Generator.ts, because the remote now has the file. Okay. And reconcile generator.ts if it is needed. we did a bunch of work on my local computer, so I don't know if that's necessarily needed. I do want to try to get it to a state where I can test things, but who knows. There's no incomplete steps to execute. All items in task session. Okay. Weird. There should be, because I was just running it on my other computer. What about the remediation plan? We should have had one done recently. Had a analysis done recently. Check the docs. Alright, so this is basically done. I think most of it should be fine. So we don't need to stay in here. So we're going to do CD projects, and then P. What else did I want to work on? I totally forgotten what I worked on the last time. Was it Cloud Thinger? Cloud CT? Yeah, I think so. Claude. We'll just do a sync real quick. I don't think I've worked on it since, but we'll just check to make sure. That is, yeah, that's there. Covers, and the to-do mentions AE5, blah, blah, blah. Now, are complete per okay. The remediation doc itself only documents phases E. Okay. Okay, let's just do a fresh code review then. I should have push it. Are there any feature branches? Branches that need to be merged. I think that's something that I'm gonna have to fix with sync. Okay. Let's see. Should we have run step working? So the process, I guess technically we can do /run. So /run is completing the next incomplete step or single step with -- step. So I'm going to do that with -- step here. That'll run it once. If you did just /run, it would run a full phase. Honestly, I might ask it to change the default back to doing a single step, because that's usually what I want, because I want to aggressively clear context. Sometimes the phases are a little bit too large. Alright. Yeah, so everything should be resolved. So can you commit that? Both branches have 0 commits. Okay. Yes, please. So we can delete them. That's weird then. Did this not push? Is that order? Oh no, it just created. Okay. Then we will /shift over here. With the, hopefully you can hear it once it's done. Come on. Ah! It's working. Let's see, is this one? What was this? Executing step 4.1. Did it not do a plan? Ah! That's not what I want. Alright, hopefully you heard that. If you didn't, my bad. Alright, let's sync this again. To do now has the old logic instead of the phase 4. You might want to, if that's your active work. What was the active work here? In the Metternich engine. Let's see. What was this? Yep, phase 4. No. We were working on the phase 4 plan. That's the active work. Check the... it's readme, right? readme.md spec. There we go. To confirm that we're on the right track. Yes. Yes. Let's Let's do slash plan phases with that remediation doc. Okay, and then we're gonna do run step, or maybe we'll do run with that dash step. There we go. Honestly, like typing out run dash step versus /run dash step. Like obviously, if I just made it, but I just made it by default run only a single step, then it would be a lot better. But oh well. Whew. Hope everyone's having a good day. It took a couple days to recover after doing almost 30 pitches within like a 6-hour period in Boston. That was really fun. I was very tired afterwards, and I tried to give honest and frank feedback. Some took it better than others, I believe. It's always hard. Like, some people really come at things from a really great place. But when you're seeking angel investment money, like, some people are more charitable than others, I'd like to say. Like, it feels bad because I know some people really treat it as like I'm paying it forward and I'm just willing to fund people. I'm probably still in the like go super building phase of my life, not super philanthropic phase of my life, as terrible as it is to say. So like I still need more outcomes. Like if I want to put more investments out there, then I need to generate returns, because I can't just keep throwing money at good causes, but you know, eventually, right, run out of money, unless I can invest into a bunch of stuff that makes more money. Then I'll have more latitude and room to, you know, invest into stuff that just sounds like good causes or good people, or my favorite thing, trying to identify great talent early and go from there. Like, maybe this startup of theirs doesn't work, but you know, they like the experience of having me as an investor, so they'll ask me to invest for the next thing. You know, maybe the next thing will be better. So, but obviously I always have the optionality for that, right? So plan has been written to todo.md, copied to doc/plan.md. Great. So we will run /step. But yeah, like, does it not usually plan? I thought it did. Also, the sim links are going a little bit crazy. Maybe I'll go into plan mode and just see how that goes. All right, let's /ship. Yeah, we'll try that out, because we used to do ship then plan, right, to push things to GitHub once it's done, then update the documentation first, load the new documentation with what's next, commit and push everything to GitHub, then create a plan to complete the next work. And so yeah, this is just going straight in, so that's not exactly what I would want. So let's see if this actually fixes it. Not really that great, if I'm to be honest. So let me go into Claude, or CD, or a P Claude's. Should be Claude skills. There we go. So we'll add this as a addendum, or a side thing here, and we'll just say for the /run and /run step skills. I should just do this instead of running the / commands by accident. So let's see, what do we do now? Yeah, we'll do ship then plan. Use the old one for now. I mean, I guess I haven't seen the result of what ship is. Let's see, the plan for blah blah blah. Oh, okay, yeah, it does work. So ship does work. It's this one that it executes the next step. Well, okay. First we'll do for run, I'd want the default behavior to be executing a single step. Executing a phase should use the dash dash phase flag, remove the dash dash step flag part of the skill. Okay. Back over to here. Yeah, that works out well because it pushed, I believe it updated the documentation, reloaded to-do.md. Yep. So, great. Going extra with the context here. Then ship that as plan again. I guess I could use ship. Whatever. Hitting the up key, a lot easier. Run-md. Yeah, one step. That's it. Great. Do not execute more than one step or more than one phase in dash dash phase mode. Oh, this is beautiful. I love it. All right, let's do that first. Then we can go back to telling it that it should plan first. Okay, for the run and run dash step. For the run, I mean, I'm trying to replace it, right? For the run skill, we'll just focus on that. Because I'm going to probably remove the ones that aren't just the base skill. So, weird. Why is this not... The handoff is already written from the previous ship depth plan. Why isn't that running? What? So do I have to do running now? Okay, is that the process? Why did it plan for this one? Oh, maybe ship then plan was broken by some of the work? I don't know. For the run skill, I'd like for the skill to trigger plan mode, and for the agent to plan, or for Cloud Code, yeah, for the agent to plan the next steps execution instead of just doing it. Okay. Yeah, it's doing some security stuff. So for Bismarck, obviously we need to fortify things, you know, against malicious people for it to be a production level SaaS. So let's see. Yeah, it added a bunch of stuff here. We're using. I believe that this is just a way to visualize AWS and Azure and just kind of create like a flow chart and like show. I mean, I guess another way to describe it is like the train map and like where all the trains are moving around on a map. It's doing that, but with the cloud, so that you can see where data is being moved and whatnot. So let's see, /ship again. Honestly, so like run is the first time. We should really just be doing /ship over and over again until we're done. So ship. Yeah, I think we have way too many symlinks or something. Okay. The review gate enters plan and researches relevant files, enters plan mode, presents the execution plan for user only. Okay, good. 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 I believe with the sim links you made earlier, there are a lot of duplicated commands available in Claude Code now. Not sure about Codex. Can you investigate and make fixes if possible? Cool. There's that. GitHub Actions failed, so we're gonna have to figure about that. That's for Bismarck. Yeah. I'm terribly sore right now. I've been going to the gym twice a day. once before the day job, once before I get home. So that's why the streams are a little bit later. Played a lot of racquetball today and against people who are vastly superior to me. So yeah, I get my butt kicked on a daily basis, and keeps me humble, I guess. But yeah, there's a lot of things keeping me humble these days. But we're all trying to make it in the world, so I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could wear the headphones now to listen to music. I'm kind of hearing it from the distance because of how loud it is, but I wish I could put on the helmet, but yeah. Alright, let's see. So, /ship again. Let's see, what does it want? I see the problem. There are two formats creating duplicates. Root level and subdirectories with skills. Both are being picked up by Cloud Code. Let me see how they compare. Yeah, one should be for Codex and one should be for Cloud Code, so they shouldn't be picked up multiple times. Writing failing tests for runner WebSockets. I was just confusing earlier. Like, for some reason, webhooks and WebSockets, I keep confusing the two. So, I'm only human. Yeah, so there's Azure. So we just finished AWS. I'm going to move over to that. I think we're just going to focus on those two major CSPs. I'm not too caring about OCI or GCP just yet. And if Gemini was somewhat more competent, I would care more about Google products, but just not. Alright, great. Everything seems to be moving. Alright, cool. Was a symlink to the entire repo. Okay. Replaced it with a directory containing individual symlinks to just the root.md files. Codex already correct. Okay, good. /ship. Is there anything needed? Probably not, but just in case. Doo-doo. Oh, I need a stretch. I need to clear context. And then, dang it. Okay. Okay, great. Everything looks good. Everything's pushed. We're good there. CD projects, and then whoops, not projects. What else do we have that's outstanding? We'll do /ship here. Yeah, okay, cool. Shoot, I gotta look on GitHub what projects I have outstanding. Oh, yeah, I should do Poke Suite, not Poke and Play. What would I have called it? Shoot. Poke and Play? That's not it. G-Blocks. Really? Where is it? Work, right? Damn. Is it in? No. P work? -V4? What's in here? Oh no, that's archive. he just work then? No, it's also an archive. What? CD, projects, poke. Okay, got it. In dev. And what's in dev? The mono repo. Jesus Christ, it's named just mono repo. Okay. Claude. Can you rename this? So, rename the... I was listening to this earlier, so let me just roll it back to the beginning. Ship. Cool. Can you rename the directory so that it's not just mono repo? Something like poke productivity. Sweet. Oy day. It's just mono repo. I was just sitting there like, where is it? Because the name was never updated. So the Poke Productivity Suite, not to be confused by Pokemon, as AI often does. The genesis of it was trying to create a phone app where you would poke the mascot and it would, you know, pop into a sort of triage interface where it would work through a bunch of different issues. This is really loud in my ear, so I'm going to turn this down. I think it would be better if the music was like very soft as opposed to very loud. But yes, okay, let's exit this and then CD into the Poke Productivity Suite, because I believe that there's going to be a lot of crap that we need to clean up. So sync. So I kind of claimed to the decision that Metternich would be like a first class, or agents have first class rights in there. For a lot of the things that are in the Poke Productivity Suite, right, with the genesis being like you are literally going to poke things, I think it would be a lot better if the poking meant more you were poking agents, right, with human in the loop based applications, right? Think like the Jira, the Atlassian suite, right, of all the different tools. As you can see there's a bunch of things already, right? There's the Kanban board, there is I believe this is the wiki, this is like the Slack replacement, there's a bunch of other stuff too. I also tried different styles of interfaces, so don't know how well that'll work. I'll just preempt these with ship, and then we'll do ship here as well once it's done. Excuse me. 13 untracked app directories remain, meaning that there's a bunch of other things in the productivity stack. But anyways, it's an AI first Odoo, if you will, right? Where all of the different tools that are needed to run a business all have AI first interfaces. So they can either be accessed via APIs or CLI, which AI agents can tap into pretty well. Or, you know, you have the multi-orchestration system be able to operate numerous agents, and the websites still exist. You could run it headless, right, with no website. You could, I guess, in the terminal CLI or some interface, right, mobile app that, you know, controls all. Or you can log into the individual website. Let's say the Poke to Work website, which is the Kanban board. You'd be able to directly manipulate it yourself, or watch the AI agents work, and if you have a particular problem, you can poke and pause everything so that you can, you know, make any changes that you need. So that's kind of the goal, inspired by some of the work that's been going on with the Metternich engine, but obviously we have a lot of legacy stuff in there, and so it's getting out some of the old, well, it's a lot of refactors, basically. But yes, so this is done. We'll ship again. So yeah, let's see. New tasks / to do. Okay. So I guess we'll do plan - interview. Whoops. We need to specify what we're interviewing about. I'd like to do an agent first migration for all of the apps. Before we ship this, I just want to, is it referenced in the spec the 4 main modes of operation with the Metternich engine? So like, I'm literally giving you my best stuff here. Like the 4 main modes, right? Which is, we'll see in a second because I don't want to butcher it. But yeah, the first one is like just full agents. Agents run, go quiet, wild. I put in a prompt, you get it done, and then we'll revisit at the end. Then there's like human in the loop mode where, you know, you can sit there, watch, and if you need to say, whoa, time out, everyone, you know, let's take a look at this. Then there's like kind of a co-pilot where I'm doing a lot of the work, but, you know, AI's a side panel, or it auto-completes, or it auto-corrects. It just helps me work manually, but better. And then there's full manual mode, which is most of what these things are supposed to be. Let's see. Metternich collision. What? No. More, the 4 main modes of agent/AI operations within the Metternich toolset. Engine, toolset, studio, etc. I think I explained it anyway, so this is probably all for naught. But yeah, I'd like to do an AI agent. I just wanted to so that I can copy paste it. I didn't write it down, which is unfortunate. Maybe it's in the interview step, because I definitely said it in the interview. Oh, at least it is checking the interview. That's good. So that was a check-in. I think there might be a couple of different things that I'm going to try to build. With the Poke Productivity Suite, it's probably going to be able to do... Oh, there it is. Woo! Yes, can you give it to me? Can you give it to me in paragraph format, please? I don't know why it keeps looking at the... That is not my question. No! No. Ugh, God. Can you give the agent operations chart to me in paragraph format, please? Yikes. Also, wording. There we go. Whoops. There we go. Alright, finally. We'll add this. This should be the modus operandi with agents being first-class users. I mean, most of them aren't made, but it's best to plan it out now. Alright, cool. Now let's do /ship. Honestly, I probably should have... you know what? I'm going to do that. Let's see. Restore the conversation at this point, and we're just going to do /ship. So it doesn't have all that extra context from me fiddling about. Oh, it hasn't... It's read those 5 files for a long time. Jeez. Felt like I had let that thing go crazy a long time ago. Again, I hate this. I wish... I mean, I would put this over here, but... I'm here with all of the stuff that's around, so we'll probably upgrade the overlay as I decide what needs to go along with it. But just want to make more content. I think that, you know, just want to motivate more people to build and do cool stuff. And, you know, there is a little bit of grunt work right now as I'm still dealing with Claude Code. And this isn't the best interface or the interface that I enjoy the most, but hopefully over time, once I get the Metternich engine working and it can actually create compelling video games, the work might become more interesting, and especially in a Twitch context, right? But yeah, like, should be simple games to start. Like, I don't know, like, it's better to create the engine and allow for brainstorming to happen as to how to create video games than, I guess, just create the video game from scratch. Because if it's not fun or it doesn't work, well, I've sunk all the time into building a video game, at least with a game engine. Like, I've built the way for, what? Did that just, yeah, what? Staying in plan mode. What? Why is it staying in plan mode? I hit number 1. Is this a bug? Plan looks good. Proceed. What? Just do it. What? No. Where is this coming from? This would be option 2. Update marketing to make it abundantly clear to the user. User can always configure down the tiers as they'd like. Honestly, probably shouldn't even have the tiers, but yeah, this sucks. I'm going to copy and paste all... Oh, no! Crap. Alright, well, we'll see if we can catch it doing it again, I guess. That's so weird. It's happened to me a couple times, so... Unify on agent packages. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, unify an agents package, full agent avatar snatcher. Okay. I think delegated identity, I believe. I mean, maybe just let the user choose whether they want a team of agents or agent empowered, no, or human empowered, no, what is it? Is it human empowered agent or agent empowered humans? Agent empowered humans. Human team members. There we go. Woof. A little bit hard to figure that out. I think this is a glitch in plan mode. I don't think it's in my skill. But I'll check it real quick. All right, P Claude skills. All right, let's do /ship again, because like I've been using /ship over and over again. There shouldn't be a problem. We're still in step 1.6, so like we haven't moved to the next phase, so that's not part of the issue. Sometimes when I use ship, there is a, how should I describe this? A cascade, or a loop of plan mode going into plan mode again, even after I told it to clear context and begin work. Can you check the chat logs of this happening? Most recently in Bismarck v0.4. and investigate. Domain specific agents. Yes, we have brands, but yes. Azure functions or okay. Yeah, why not? That makes sense, right? Plan then execute with auto approve options. I mean, maybe option one with... Actually, I like this one. Configurable per tier. Option 3, but instead of calling it tiers, call it modes. Wow, that used up a lot of context because there was only 21% remaining, right? My goodness, what work were you doing? What? The plan was rejected. What? Nothing. Nothing. Execute it. Why is it? I hit number 1. Is this... Am I taking crazy pills? What? The system requires me to edit the... What the... What? Am I taking crazy pills? Is this just Bismarck? What? I'm doing this one last time. If not, I gotta take a timeout on this one. What? Please work. Oh my god. Transparent orchestration. Collaborate cross applications. Yes. Means human. Yeah. Yes, per member. Multi-provider with smart defaults. Sure. Actually, I'm going to say, look at the multkey / Bismarck agent / AI orchestration that will be offered as a service. We should provide an avenue for that to work it. Okay. Did it figure it out? No, it's still investigating. Agent identity needs a data model. Where should agent profiles, permissions, and sessions live? Currently, auth is in. Yeah. Should agents get their own database or live alongside users? I think. Yeah. Maybe. Or oh no. Yeah, I think this probably makes more sense. Why would it recommend this? Because, like, we want to extend it with some of these execution state stuff, right? Yeah, that would be hybrid then. Declarative toolset. Oh, well, is this thing done? No. For the tool system, chat already has 26 hard-coded tools in AI tools.ts. The agents package has generated action schemas. For the unified systems, how should tools be registered? Yeah, there will be a tool registry. My goodness, so much context used. This guy's been working for forever, too. Oh, wait. I've already called ship on this one, right? Yes. I believe. Yes. Crazy. Wow, web searching. I wonder if it. No, not web search. Web search. It's within the parent projects directory on the local machine. Engine nest. Man, crazy. Yes, ship. Nope, it's not in poke. Probably in web. Whatever. It'll find it. Crazy. Any DB. Wild. Wild what code is being created. There we go. Found it. Should it be bidirectional or one way? Yeah, I guess technically. Huh. Yeah, I guess bidirectional integration, I guess. 5 execution modes. Why are there 5? It's dangerous. Oh, dangerous sandbox. Got it. But that's different. Independent but I think independent but compatible would make the most sense. Still investigating. Okay, ship seems to be working fine now. I'm not 100% sure what... oh, nope. Why was the plan rejected? My goodness. Plan is fine. Proceed. No, what? Do I have like a stuck escape key or something? This is happening on my laptop too, so I don't suspect that this is a issue. AI first. Should the agent workspace be the primary interface? The app opens with the yeah, probably this. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know why exit plan mode keeps getting rejected. Let me check on Twitter to see if Oh, okay, yeah. I guess it's, okay. Yeah, I guess it's a problem. You have to manually tab out, it says. Some people are doing. Interesting. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, we'll stop this then. And just leave this. How about this? Can you brainstorm more skills based on how I work and my activities? Seems dangerous. But hey, why not? You have 7 production apps, 5 early development, 13 placeholders. Should AI first migrations cover all of these? Or should we scope to production? Yeah, basically. Alright, this is done. Ship. I'm also going to go to the Metternich engine again because it added all of these get actions, but yet get actions keeps breaking, which was something that I was complaining about earlier. Get actions still seem to be breaking. Can you can you investigate and suggest remedies or fixes? We'll create plan mode here. Yeah. Let's see. Let it search for a bit. For the declarative tools registry, what granular tools should each app expose? Chat currently has 26 tools mixing reads and writes. Yeah, pretty much. Each app exposes both high-level things and fine-grained primitives. Yes. Okay. I agree. This one is almost done. We'll do /ship. Great. Ooh. I'll see how this goes. What else is a tool that I built on? Oh yeah, I just finished ScriptViz, which was like my teleprompter tool that I created for myself, so I can create some content that way. Dedicated agents DB with per agent memory. Shared memory pool. Yeah, context pollution. So, yes. I think actually 3 would make the most sense, right? I guess we'll go with what's recommended. OAuth 2. Yes. For the mode adaptive flow, what's the undo mechanism? Transaction based batch undo. Yes, that makes sense. Migrate, refactor, handoff. Resume. No, because, well, you should check on what existing Claude skills are. What existing native, right? Native, Anthropic created and added Claude skills are, so we don't overlap lap. I think we overlap already. What track is this? Wario's Gold Mine. Interesting. When operating in blah blah blah, what guardrails prevent harmful actions? Cleaning up this board. Risk tiered action limits. Budget. Yeah, okay. I agree. 3 pre-warm hot agents. Less than 2 seconds. Okay. Okay. Yeah, utility. Alright, let's ship again. Did this not even... Okay, I guess it's working. Okay. Yeah, sure. Build all of them. Agent-led onboarding interview. When a new user... Okay. Cross-app context. When the work agent needs to reference a goal from... Should it call another agent? Sure, there we shared red context plus agent delegation for rights. Okay. No voice commands. No, I think we're good. All can be included in scope. We should create a... we should create documentation which describes all of the skills. Reuse Bismarck DSL. YAML config plus SDK. Yeah, sure. I don't think we're actually using GigaChad. Well, GigaChad is now Mulkey, because obviously I wanted the aligned branding. But it was funny to create GigaChad a while back. Voice to text input, yes. And input plus output. Multiple, yeah, okay. Three new tests fail. Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. I'm always like, oh, why did we do that? Yeah, because we're doing red-green testing, so we want to make sure that things that should be failing fail. So, yeah. Incremental migration strategy. Existing 26 need to be migrated. Should this be a big bang migration or incremental? Sure, we'll do incremental. Deterministic tools plus eval suite. Okay. And we'll do this in 6, huh? No? Okay, I guess 4 then. What happened here? Let's see. Fix CI, 12 failing tests. Oh, Jesus. Has been implemented. Oh, okay. Alright, well, if that's the case, like, those should be covered up. So we'll just kill this then, and we'll work on it later. That means it's just missing features. That's why the CI is failing. So it's not I messed up. Alright, what was this? Observability when... Okay, should orgs. Yes. users. Agent activity board plus... okay, yeah. Offline / degraded mode when the LLM provider is down or rate limited. What happens to absence? Yes. The only thing I would add is... for all modes, users should be allowed to spectate the AI agents operating the interface. So, for example, in the work app, users should be allowed to see all org agents acting upon the Kanban board. I think that would make sense. Of course, users should also be allowed to have agents operate the apps in headless mode. Just API calls or CLI invocations, which are, I mean, the CLI tool is basically just making API calls, right? Invocations via Claude code for instance. That should be pretty much it. Looks good. Looks good so far. Documentation's being created. Great. For spectator mode, when multiple agents are operating on board simultaneously, should the UI show real-time cursor movements like... Yeah. Pretty much full cursor simulation? Hell yeah. I like that. We're going to have some fun. And we're going to push how good AI can do. Yes. Write the spec. I think we're done. We can always adjust things as needed, and honestly, it's better to get the code out there and something testable than just opining and planning, right? There we go with that, and then yeah. Whew, I'm actually kind of exhausted, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wrap everything up here and then call it a night. Day 2. Still no revenue because no apps are out the door. But hey, this is a marathon, not a sprint, and we shouldn't be expecting things to be doing as fast as we should. Okay, good. So we're going to do /ship-end to wrap up the current session. I guess that one's still necessary. Everything's shipped, right? Okay, cool. We'll close out of this. Writing the spec and interview logs, that might take a while, so we'll just let that run. Let's lower things down. And sit my butt down. Alright, and we can do ship end here too. Ship end. And we'll do ship end for this as well. Yes, that'll be fine. And once this is done, we'll do ship end as well. Technically, I could do plan phases, but I'll do that later. Oh, I am the product owner. Isn't it nice to be a product owner for once? Treated with some respect here. sorry. This one's done. Have we shipped everything? Yes, we have. Okay, so this one's done. This one's done. So we only got these two left. Can we change skills? Can we do like /BTW? Oh, well, maybe that wouldn't work. Alright, so this one will be ship-end. Oh, did we already do that? Yes, we did. This one's done. Oh, okay. Got it. Whew, we're almost done. Ugh, this full specs. Alright, I think I'm just going to call it. This full spec's probably going to take forever because it's probably a very long document, which makes sense because it's a spec for numerous apps, right? And so I'm going to call it here, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Day 2. I'm not discouraged. You're discouraged. We'll get to 1 million eventually. But thank you so much for watching until the next day, because there always will be one. Thank you very much for watching. Oh, look, the video's about to end anyways. Look at that. Perfect timing. Bye.